So hello everyone, in this video, which is the last video for our Python series. So I have 20 top-notch important most coding questions. So it starts from the basic level to the intermediate level. If you have any difficulty to solve it, kindly DM in the comment box. I will make a separate video for it. So let's take a first example. First question is saying that write a Python program to take two numbers as input and print their sum. So we have to take the two numbers of integer type and then print their sum. This is the basic question. So we will move further. The difficulty level will be increased. So it is for the beginner friendly person. So my VS Code is not working. That's why I am doing the code on the programming. It is also a Python. You can do any language coding on programming. It is an online compiler. So we have to take two integer input from the user. Number. Then we have to print the sum of A and B. Enter the first number. So we have to enter the first number. You can take anything like guess 4 here. The first number is 4. Then enter the second number. You can take anything like 6. So the sum is 10. Here you can see that you can take anything. Uh, it is not compulsory that you have take to this number only else. This is only for the your response. So like enter the first number again like 6. Wait for a minute. Full screen. Stop. So run the code. So enter the first number. You can take anything like 6. Enter the second number like 5. So the sum will be 11. Here you can see that the output is 11. So we will move to our next question. Write a program to check whether a number is even or odd. So this is a program where we have to check the number is even or not. So for the even or odd condition, you know that for even the number will be divisible by 2. For the odd, means the number which is not divisible by 2. So we'll move to our coding part. Yeah. So here we have to use the if statement. Indentation plays a very important role in this. So kindly remember 4 tab spaces for the indentation. So here you can see that I have taken a variable name as n and take an input from the user, enter a number, and then we have used the if statement where we have take the parameter that if n is divisible by 2, then print even, else print odd. So we will run the code. Here you can see that, wait for a minute. Here, colon, again run the code. Here it is asking for the number. Like we are taking the number 8 here. So it will be print even. Here you can see that it is printing even here. So you can take anything. Like let's take another example. Like let's take 3 here. So it will be printing odd. I hope you all clear. So let's move to another question. Let's take another question. Write a program to check whether a number is positive, negative, or zero. These are the basic programs. I am starting from the scratch to understand you. So write a program whether a number is positive, negative, or zero. Again, we have to use the if, elif, and else condition. So I have told you earlier also what is the if, elif, and else condition. If condition is the starting condition where it is used only once, but elif statement can be used more than one, and else statement is the last condition. If you have not seen the video, you go to my previous videos, you can see the if, elif, and else condition. I have made a separate video for it. So we have to print the positive, negative, or zero. So we have to take the integer input from the user. Here, then we have to use the if, elif, and else condition. So if n is greater than 0, print positive. If the number is greater than 0, print positive. Second condition is elif, which can be used more than one or twice, thrice, anytime. Elif, elif condition, if n is less than 0, print negative. If, and last condition, else. Print the 0. So in these lines of code, we have firstly take the integer input from the user. Then we have used the if, elif, and else statements. So firstly, if the number is greater than 0, then print the positive number. Elif number is less than 0, then print negative number. At the last, if both the statement get false, then we will move to the else statement. It means print the 0. So here, run the code, enter a number. Let's take 0 here. 0 not. Let's take 8 here. So it is printing positive. Let's take another example. 0. It is printing 0. Why? Because we have taken the if elif statement case. If the number is greater than 0, means it is positive number, then it will print positive. Elif number is less than 0, it will give negative. But both the statement are getting false in this case. That's why the output is 0. Means the else statement gets true, and rather of two upper statement get false. So I hope you all clear this question also. Let's move to the another question. So write a program to find the largest of two numbers. So we have to find the largest of the two numbers. So again, we have to go to our VS Studio Code, means programming. Again, we have to take the two integer input from the user. Here you can see that one more thing is that you can copy same thing in the below line. We have to press the Alt, Shift and the down key. So it will move to the next line. Same thing. So you can edit from here also. Enter the second number. Second number. So here we have taken the two integer inputs because we have to find the largest of two numbers. So we have required two integers. Then again we have to use the if statement case. If A is greater than B, then print A is largest. Largest. Here it will throw an error. So I want that you all tell me what is the error in this line of code. I am waiting for your response. Kindly comment in the DM box. Here is another error. You must find this error. Here you can see that. What is the error in this line of code? I want to know that you are listening or not. I am waiting for your response. So I hope you all understand what is the error in this line of code. I have told you earlier also that indentation plays a vital role because this is a case sensitive language. Python is a case sensitive language. So here you can see that I have forgotten means I have forgotten the indentation. Here four tab spaces. Then you have to run the code. Here you can see that here the output is getting true means we have to enter our first number like 6. Enter the second number. Let's take 3. So 6 is greater than true means A is greater than B. So A is largest means 6 is largest. So here you can see that the output is 6 is largest. Let's take another example. Enter the first number 5. Enter the second number. Let's take 9. So it will move to the else statement because if condition gets false in this case because A is less than B, that's why it is going to the else statement. So it will print 9 is largest. So I hope you all understand this question. So let's move to the further questions. Write a program to find largest of three numbers. This question is as similar as the previous one. You can see that here we have taken two integer inputs. In the fifth question, we have taken three integer inputs. And in that question, we have taken if, elif, and else statement. In the fourth question, there are only for two numbers, so we are using if else. If they are find the largest of three number, we will use if, elif, and else statement. I hope you must all clear. If you may face any problem, kindly DM in the comment box. So let's move to the another question. Write a program to find the multiplication table of a number. So let's go to our coding platform to find the multiplication table. So again, we have to take the integer input. Why I am taking the integer input at all time? Because we have to take input in every condition. We doesn't have to take input, but if you know how to take input, you will be crystal clear of your. So we have to find the multiplication table. We have to take the input, enter a number. Then in this case, we have to use the for with the ranges. So for I in range 1 to 11. So you know that I have told you earlier that ranges starts from 0, but in this case we have it started from 1 to 11. It means it goes from 1 to 10. The last one will be skipped, automatically skipped. So it will move to 1 to up to 10. So in this line of code, I am doing a mistake, not by mistake, I am doing with my side a mistake. You must find what is the mistake in this line of code. I have told you in the previous question also. Print, wait for a minute. Here you can see that firstly we have take the n here, then this is the symbol of multiplication. With the range I, we have multiplied it. Means till up to the iteration, means from 1 to 10. It starts from 1 to 10 because we are finding the multiplication of a number. So n is the integer type, integer value, and I is the iterating. Means it will iterate up to from 1 to 10. So let's take an example. It will throw an error. So I am running this code. So you can see that it is throwing an error. So I want to know that what is the error in this code. So anyone can give the solution of this. Again, I have done a same mistake. Not mistake, but for you, uh, your knowledge. I have again missed the indentation because it play a vital role. So enter a number. Um, let's take 7. We want the multiplication of 7. So here you can see that the multiplication of 7 is in the output. 7 minus 7 up to 10. Here you can see that I have told you also that it is iterating from 1 to 11, but the last iteration will be if cubed. So the output is the table of 7. You can take anything. Let's, if you want to take the table of any large number, like let's check 23. Here you can see that the table of the 23 in your front. So I hope you all clear how to do a multiplication of a table. Uh, every question, the difficulty level is increasing. If I will increase the difficulty level uh, at the starting, you will may face the problem. That's why it is increasing little bit. So let's skip one to more questions because the video will be get more longer. So I am, let's take the screenshot of these top-notch 20 important questions and take the PPT of uh, Python code. So move to the next question. Write a program to find a factorial of a number. So you know that in the recursion, I have taught you that what is the factorial of a number, how to get the factorial of a number or things. So factorial. We have to find the factorial of a number. So let's take the integer input. we have initialized the fact value with 1. We have to use the for range we have to print the factorial. Enter the number. Like if you want to the factorial of the 5, you know that the factorial of 5 is 120. How? The factorial means 5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 into 1. So let's take 5 here. So here you can see that the factorial of 5 is 120. You can take anything. Let's take the factorial of 3 here. The output will be 6. Why? Because factorial of 3 means 3 into 2 into 1. So I hope you all clear how to find the factorial of a number. So let's move to the another question. Let's take one more example. Reverse of a number. So here you can see that write a program to reverse a number. Before going on this, let's move to the check prime number because it is a most important question. So write a program to print all prime numbers from 1 to n. So we have to print the all prime numbers from 1 to n, which varies from 1 to n. So let's take in the integer input. Then we have to use the if condition, right? Prime is equal to true. Then again we have to use the for loop for I in range, for I in range. um, If n is divisible by I is equal to 0, prime will become false in this case. Then we have to break the statement. So you know that what is the break statement and what is the continue statement. I have told you in the previous lectures also. So major difference between the break and the continue. Break means it will continuously at that time it will exit from the loop. It will not run further. And continue means it will skip the current iteration and move to the another iteration. So this is the major difference between the break and the continue statement. So I hope you all clear. Then we have to make the case if prime, if prime, print prime else print prime. So we have to run this code. Let's take example 7. So it is a prime number. Let's take another example. 1 not prime. So this is the question to check whether the number is varying from 1 to n is prime or not. So I hope you all know how to check whether a number is prime or not. Let's move to another questions. Let's take another example. Write a program to reverse a number. So for reversing for a number, we have taken the same integer input. We have initializing the reverse value with the 0 at the starting. Then we have used the while loop here. Reverse is equal to the reverse into 10. This is the formula for finding the reverse of a number. So you must remember this. And then we have to print the reverse. Reverse. And we have initialized the RB at the starting. You can see that with the value 0. So let's take the number 9. Here you can see that reverse plus reverse plus 9. Reverse. Wait for a minute. 8 times. Here you can see that in the question, in the integer input, I have taken the value 8976 in the format of 8976. It is a random value. So for reversing of a number, the output is getting 6798. Here you can see that it is reverse the number. Here I have done a mistake, not plus here. Here it will be is equal to, and then run the code. Let's take 10,000 here. So it will be returning the reverse value will be 0001. Reverse 1. 0 is not marked here because 0 has doesn't any specific value. Let's take another example like 9876. So it will be written 6789. Here you can see that the reverse of the 9876 is 6789. So I hope you all know that how to do a reverse of a number. So let's take another example. For the Fibonacci series, write a program to generate the Fibonacci series. Fibonacci series is very familiar with the recursion case. So here, not erase this. Here we have to initialize the count with the 0. Here we have to use the while statement. While n is greater than 0, count plus is equal to 1. Here you can ask me that why we have used the plus symbol here or equal to. Means it is a increment is equal to 1. Increment operator. Then n backslash slash is equal to 10. Then print these Fibonacci series, recursive functions, lambda function. These are some basic or key concepts which you must uh, have to learn, like the prime number, palindrome number. These are the important things you must have to learn. The condition how we have to apply this. Number of digits count. Let's run the code. number of digits is 2. Here you can see that in the Fibonacci series, we have to count the how many number of digits is available in the code. Let's take another example like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So number of the digit in this case is 9. So Fibonacci series tells about the how many number of digits is available in that door cases. So let's move to one or two more questions. Rest of the question you must practice with yourself and take the screenshot of these questions. So let's take two more questions. So write a program to find the smallest of the smallest element in a list. So I before going on largest, we must go to find the largest element in the list. Means we find the largest of that. So let's take some numbers. List. You know that list is enclosed within a square brackets and tuple is enclosed within a parenthesis and dictionary in the curly braces and many more. And set is also in the curly braces. So kindly remember these things. So we have to take a list initialize with the name numbers, then some values like 10, 25, 5, 40, and 15. I have taken random values. We are finding largest here as same as this. Smallest can be also found. There is a little bit difference. Largest whole number for num in numbers. If num is greater than largest, largest equal to num. If the value of the num means the number will be greater than largest, so largest will be equal to num. Then we have to print the largest. Largest. Code. Here you can see that in the numbers where variable name number is given here means a list. Here you can see that the largest number in this given input is 10, 25, 5, 40 and 15. But the largest is 40 here. You can take any random or like 90 years. So it will be the largest number will be 90 here. Here you can see the output. So I hope you all clear. If you may face any problem, kindly DM in the comment box. So let's take one more example. Remove duplicates from the list. So write a program to remove duplicate elements from a list. So we have to remove the duplicate values from the list. Let's take again the same example like 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5. We have taken some random values and we have taken some unique. You can take any values. List set numbers. Then you have to print the unique. Here you can see that I have repeated 2 here at the twice time. and 4 also thrice 10. But in this question, we have to remove the duplicacy. Means here 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5 is only there. Here no duplicacy of the data is getting in the output side. So it means we have removed the duplicacy of a list from a list. So I hope you all clear. So kindly take the screenshot of these questions. So I will make, I have not make a separate video for all the questions. In my behalf, these questions are much important. That's why I have made this video. So thank you for the today's session.